Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, guys.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
So, how are you guys doing?
Fine.
Doing fine.
Alhamdulillah.
Everyone having a good time after we finish our program.
Yeah, have a good time after that.
So before we go further before discuss further our program, can you guys please tell me after we finish our program, like what do you guys do with your daily life, like cooking anything or helping with your parents or something?
Yeah, I have been tried the viral thing wine, dalgona coffee at home.
I see.
Wow.
That's interesting. How about you, Iman?
I'm just eat and sleep, and also help my mother at doing.
Well, that's a noble thing to do, helping your mother at home.
Yes.
And lastly, how about you, Haris?
Yeah, I seem like Iman just help my parents doing like home cooking and some other stuff, so it make my parents easy and not to burden them. So just that I do.
I see. So, okay, so we are back from the last time we had our meeting is like before we have our program, which is Fight COVID Together. So I'm going to do a recap about our program. So we made like a crowdfunding, like donation kind of program where we collect donation from Malaysians in order to support the frontliners, including the doctors and nurses and hospital surgeons, etc. So what actually happened during our program is we managed to finish the program as we were able to collect about 17,555 ringgit from Malaysian and able to provide foods, drinks, medical supplies such as PPE, gloves, and other equipments that they needed in order to fight COVID-19. So I'm sure, like just like any other program, we face like several problems throughout our program. So the agenda for this meeting tonight is we are going to have a postmortem where we will discuss and list out all the problems we encounter. We can discuss about what happened, and maybe we can come out with several solutions from each of us, where we'll be able to use the solutions in order to improve our program in the future. So I hope that everyone will give their 100%. Will focus on this meeting because this will ensure the smoothness of our future program. So I think that's all. That's enough about the recap of our program. I think we are going to continue with No. So we will start with No first, as she is the secretary for the program. No will discuss about the meeting and any problem encounter, and we will discuss about the problem and come up with solution. And it's the same process that we will do after No, which is Iman, the committee members, one of the committee members for our program, and we will lastly we will continue with Haris as one of the representative from the communities itself. Haris will Haris was the one who kept a clap I'm sorry, who kept a close contact with the frontliners, as he was the one handle everything regarding communication with Hospital Sultanah Nur Zahira and Health, uh, Terengganu Health or State Department. So without further ado, I want Noor to present about the issue first. No?
Okay. I want to tell first that before this we had already done 2 meetings before our program start and during the program. We have a meeting throughout the Google Meet. So today we will pinpoint several issues that come out during throughout the program. So uh, what I can say here, I found that there are too much donations, and some party want to make a collaboration with our program. So they also want to help us easier the program, and they want to help in specific things like provide us supply food, medical equipment, and volunteers. So I want to suggest that we can continue this program from the current that we have passed. So it will make a good participation from other party who want to contribute and take part with this program.
I see. So the problem that we face, the problem that we face that Noor has stated out is that we have too much of donation and several other organization that want to join us. So I'm thinking, yeah, it's like this is the first time that we held this kind of program where we collect donation through we collect the donation through crowdfunding through website,
Yeah.
GoFundMe and Kita Fund. Uh, so yeah, although we had set the limits that we want to collect, it's maybe yeah, a lot of nations sort of managed to open their hearts to give a lot of donation to us. So it's a good thing actually, but it turns out we have a bundle an excess of donation where we weren't unable to like donate each part of the hospital. So I'm thinking that maybe we should we held our program about 1 or 2 weeks
Yeah.
from the first we start our crowdfunding, but generally where we buy all the stuff, we contact the state Terengganu State Health Department. We have only about 1 week only, so I'm thinking that maybe for the next program we should make the program longer. I think about 2 weeks. 2 weeks is the minimum at least. It could be 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe 1 month actually, because this is like a continuous effort from us because
Yeah.
the COVID-19 we haven't found any vaccine yet. So it's like a continuous effort from our frontliners. So I think it's all right to like make our program longer for the next program.
Yeah,
And I
actually,
think
I agree with that because the vaccine is not found yet. So if we makes the event more longer is actually better for us because the frontliner must have the COVID, even though the patient are not uh, have their number decrease every day. So but the patient is still have, so we need to support our frontliner as well. So it's
Yes.
possible to you guys extend the event for the further program maybe.
Yeah, I see. That thank you, Haris, for your improvement. And then regarding the problems about there's too many, there's like many, there's not too many, there's many organization that wants to join in our course. Maybe for the next program, for our future program, we all the organization we have identified several of them. Um, Mostly NGOs. So maybe for the next, for our future program, we will need to contact them first, so that we will know what we want to donate, how much they want to donate. We will make it easier for us. We need to list down all the donations that they are going to give. So I think that's the solution for uh, the two that's there's many organizations that want to join in our cause. So okay, no, for the minutes meeting, I'm sure that you have probably uh already typing in your need. I need you to provide the minute meeting so that we can keep record in our future program. uh I think that's all for note part. Moving on to Iman, which is one of our committee members in our program. Iman, we continue.
Okay. For issue that I want to say is communication within committee in the program. Uh, uh, Miscommunication can cause really bad damage to our program. As we know, our program involved with large amount of money and doctors, also nurses, for our frontliners. So um, if there is a miscommunication between our committee, they can cause bad bad to our project. So this problem needs to be settled down.
Need to be solved. Is there
Yeah,
any other problem that we encounter other than miscommunication between members?
I think that is the most issue that I think that our committee is
See,
faced. So my suggestion for this communication, um, if there is information that need to be told to other people, the the committee need to tell tell the information, as maybe the information may give the impact later on. So the big problem that we face in the future. So if we
yeah,
know early, we um we can overcome it.
yeah, yeah. I agree with Iman, as I think every committee member, including us, we need to like constantly update it in our among our committee members, so that
Yeah,
we won't do like any double work. Like for example, if I've already done this, and at the same time knows also already done the same thing, it will be like double work, and it will waste like our
waste
energy
time.
and time also. So we only managed to communicate through Google Meet only, but with our other committee members, we only contact through WhatsApp and Telegram. So in you um it's up to you. It's up to you guys. I'm just open this suggestion. I'm just open to any opinion. In you guys' opinion, what do you think is like the better solution for us to overcome this problem? Should we use Google Meet just like this, which involves other members? Because in our previous meeting, it's only just the four of us. It's only me, Iman, No, and Haris. So, do you guys agree that we should involve our others members in our meeting through Google
Uh,
Meet?
for me, I think we should provide the same platform for the others members so that we can overcome this problem. I think we can build some build WhatsApp group so that we can tell the same information and we can so we can avoid this problem happen in future.
I see. So maybe for our next program, we should involve the others members of our program in order to avoid this kind of problem from rising again. Haris, do you have
Yeah,
any suggestion?
I have something to say. Just because you say that you guys have some miscommunication because like the other days, we have some issue where the food and the equipment uh, arrive at the hospital very late. So maybe the frontliner have to hold when the time they want to eat because the time has been delayed around 3 hours like that. I think so because
Oh,
in that time I think I have a miscommunication with the management uh, for the distribution for the food because we have an issue and so it makes us hard when we arrive at the hospital but the equipment and the food still not arrive. So we have to arrange the balance, the food balance from the morning. We have to cover it for the afternoon food.
I see, I
So
see.
yeah, I think it's better for you guys to improve the communication and not just with the management but with us also. So because I have my own team, so they have to cover the whole things and make sure the distributions they can move smoothly.
I see. So yeah, so the conclusion to this problem is we need to have a better communication platform
yeah, yeah.
so that we can avoid this kind. I can't disagree because miscommunication always happen in this kind of program, regardless of any program. There will always be miscommunication among members. So yeah, through this kind of postmortem, we will be able to avoid uh, miscommunication in the future program. I think that's all from Iman. So lastly, we will have Haris to present about any problem that he feels when um, he's contacting or communicating with the Terengganu State Health of Department or Hospital Sultanah Nur Zahirah Management. So Haris, you're the last one. Any problem?
Okay, so for me, I only have a few problem with the program and how we conduct it with the hospital. So actually, it's only a few, and the overall is still the best. And I enjoy working with you guys. So I hope that for the another program, I still can uh, cooperate with you guys to make sure our program is better and more give benefit to the community. So the program very recommend this program should be extend and continue because it's helped the frontliner with a lot of donation. But the problem is just the first issue, like no says that we have too many donation. So we have an excess donation, and that's why I think we have too much food that being wasted every day.
I see.
So I think the food can we manage it, distribute it efficiently, so that we can make the food not be wasted and can give to the others that really need help, not only the frontliners but the others, maybe the victim, the patient. So maybe like that. And the other things that I want to make sure that we need to check all our supply, just like the equipment, PPE, uh, and the food expired date, because some of the supply already faulty and the food, some of them has been expired date. So we have to take care our and not make the small mistake, but it can make harm to the community. So I think we can make our quality control is better the next time.
Yeah, I think this kind of problem like uh, gives a bad image like
Yeah,
to our team because our aim, our purpose is noble, but the way we carried out, the way we carry out the program, like it's not smooth. So it will give a bad impression to our team from the hospital and the Terengganu State Health Department. So regarding the problem where the excess food and drinks, just like Haris said, we need to have like a proper distribution among the doctors and nurses, and we need to properly distribute it to all of them. So but let's see if after we did a proper distribution, we already make sure that there's no excess. But I'm sure that there will also be an excess of food and drinks. So, what do you guys think about the excess food and drink at the end of the day? We have like properly distributed in the morning, in the noon, and evening. Even though we properly distribute it, I'm sure that there will also like maybe 10 or 20, just a few, just a little amount of food excess. So what are you guys thinking about that food excess? Should we just throw it or like go to recycling waste center so that it can properly throw away? What are you guys suggesting? Any ideas about the excess food, or we
yeah.
should
I think
like,
it's better that if we make the excess food decrease, is better. So the excess food we can give to the, maybe to the orphan, or we can give to the public people, so that at least the excess food not wasted just like that. So I think to throw it away is not kind of things
Best
that we must
solution.
do.
yeah.
So I think we can give to the public. Maybe that's the last way. So at least we can make a donation, even though they are not a frontliner, they are not the patient, but it's better than throw it away lah.
I see. Regarding the second problem that Haris mentioned, what is the second problem, Haris? That you mentioned, the food.
They are faulty for the equipment, and some of the food has been expired. The quality are, some of them the quality are not good.
I see. No, any suggestion about any solutions to this kind of problem? When we face faulty equipments or the food, any out of date, expired food and drinks. What do you think that we should do?
I think we should list down the real amount that needed at the hospital so that we can reduce the wasted food. Uh, or we can contact the supplier that have supply with the food to us. So we can recheck the stock, uh, the current expired date so that we do not make a mistake by sending the expired
Like
food to
the
the hospital.
so
Or I think that we can change the supplier if needed. If them could not cooperate with us, I think we should find the other opportunities or other supplier.
supplier.
yeah, I agree with no suggestion. Like if the suppliers cannot provide with their best services, with their best product, I think we need to find another suppliers with the same amount of commitment, same amount of sincerity, so that they will provide with the best product that are not faulty, that are not expired. So yeah, I think we can list down. I think we already discussed about the problem that we face throughout our program, and we also come up with several solutions. And I hope that these solutions we will be able to use it for our future program. So I think that's all for tonight. For the next meeting, I think we have met with our agenda, which is discussing the problems and the solutions. So yeah, I hope before I end this meeting, I just want to say that I have fun working with you guys in making this program a success. The problems, the hardship, it all a normal thing in handling a program. But it made our bond with each other more close. So yeah, that's the last word from me. Any last word from you guys, Haris, Noor, and Iman?
And
Um, by the end of this meeting, I will be submitting our minute meeting to the chairman so that we can improve improve the certain thing that we have been discussed in this meeting.
Iman?
no, there's I have nothing to say.
Okay. And lastly, Haris.
So I have fun working with you guys. So I hope that we are not. This is not the end point of our working together. So I hope that I can join your cooperation, your event for the next program maybe. So I hope you can just contact me if you have anything to do. Then I will be okay. So that's all.
All right then. So thank you guys. Thank you Iman for being one of the for being the representative for the committees. Thank you Haris for being the representative from the committee, and thank you No for doing a job well done as a secretary. So I will be ending this meeting. So thank you guys, and I hope to see you guys again in the future. Right.
Okay. Bye. Assalamualaikum.
Right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi.
And I'm gonna get down. I love you. And I'm gonna get